No, no. It's just it'll be featured on a video. Doing her video. Okay. Yep. instead of the,
What about the
letting all
little
the
guy?
little guys die.
yeah, yeah.
You know, it should be the good morning.
How are you doing?
Oh, we just moved to a different house. We moved to a different house, but we never calibrated that.
Hello, Harry.
We did. That's just an hour and a bit down the road from where we live.
Ross, Brian is just that cataract surgery, so I've been on the road 1 week, twice in a week to Peterborough and then to Benzie and then back to
we left at 8:30 and got here in good time.
the session, Nancy and I would like to welcome you to this Christmas Sunday at Haliburton United Church. Both of you who are here in the church with us and those tuning in virtually around the world. And I'd like to just give a little shout out to Lindsay Schring, tuning in from Prestatyn, Wales. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I was tempted to say Merry Christmas and a happier New Year under the circumstances, COVID and such like as we have experienced this year. But I am reminded, and I have to keep reminding myself, that as Christians, part of the family of God, we are never under the circumstances. We may not know what the future holds, but we know who holds the future. We are bound together by the Christian virtues of hope, peace, joy, and love, as depicted in the Advent ceremony. In these times of uncertainty, we are most certainly comforted by God's promises. 500 years or so before the birth of our Lord, the prophet Isaiah encouraged the covenant community Israel during their times of uncertainty with this promise: "Thou wilt keep them in perfect peace, whose minds are stayed upon." Therefore come boldly before the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find help in our time of need. In a moment, we will call together to worship, but first, a couple of announcements. 2 Christmas Eve services. Both are pre-recorded. The first one, a Highland Christmas story, 7 p.m. Christmas Eve, presented by the Haliburton Ministerial and Canoe FM. You have 2 options. Listen to the radio station, 100.9 FM, or video stream the service. And for details about how to do that, just go to the Haliburton Pastoral Charge or Haliburton United Church's website. The second Christmas Eve service of note, here at Haliburton United Church at 8 p.m. This is a virtual service. Nobody will actually be attending the church physically. This service will be video streamed on the church website, and you would do so like you would do any other video streaming. One other announcement: as chairperson of the Stewardship and Mission Committee of our church, I just want to express deep appreciation to the Haliburton Pastoral Charge for its ongoing commitment to the various ministries that we support in the world. Four Seas Food Bank here in Haliburton. Thank you for your faithful stewardship. There's one other announcement that Melissa will make at this time.
I just wanted to announce that we at Highland Hills United Church, we did a carol sing on Wednesday night, and if you missed that, or if you feel like you need to sing them again, it's up online now, and you can go to the Highland Hills website. We did about 15 carols. You can have a good sing.
Thank you, Melissa. I now invite you to join Nancy and I together in our call to worship. Like the shepherds, we come to the stable, uncertain of what we have seen or heard, longing to hear a word of peace and joy.
now for our opening prayer. Pardon me. Dear God, thank you for bringing us to Bethlehem, house of bread, where the empty are filled. Fed.
Oh, good. Shall we do the hymn when you get your act done?
Come thou long expected Jesus, born to set thy people free. From our fears and sins release us, let us find our rest in thee. Israel's strength and consolation, hope of all the earth thou art, dear desire of every nation, joy of every longing heart. Born thy people to deliver, born a child and yet a king, born to reign in us forever, now thy gracious kingdom bring. By thine own eternal Spirit, rule in all our hearts alone. By thine all-sufficient merit, raise us to thy glorious throne.
Today we light the candle of love because we know that Jesus is love. It is our hope that his church will grow as we share his love with each other.
In Ephesians 4, verses 15 and 16, Paul writes, "When we speak the truth in love, we will in all things grow up into him who is the head, that is Christ. From him the whole body, joined and held together by every supporting ligament, grows and builds itself up in love, as each part does its work. May we grow in love as we await Christ's return."
A candle is burning, a candle of love, a candle to point us to heaven above. A baby for Christmas, a wonderful birth, for Jesus is bringing God's love to our earth. We'd like to do something to try to fix our frozen picture. It's not frozen in the camera. Paul, do you want to wait for a second? We'll try that. Okay, then we'll carry on with the piece. I think we're going to have to turn off the camera and then turn it back on again. We'll try that. just not get the wonderful experience you guys are having. It sounds like they're getting some sound, so okay. But they're getting this frozen picture. We don't know why. Why? Well, we'd have to turn the streamer all the way off and the computer all the way off. We might have a result, but do we want to wait 5-10 minutes? No. How would you feel as streamers, Paul and Nancy? And we,
They can hear us. They can hear us. They just can't.
I'm going to say restarting.
They're putting it in the chat.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll shut it all down.